What's up, YouTube? We back with another video, and welcome to Cyhadow, where we talk all things anime, comics, and everything in between. So, I made a part 1 to this video, so this video is titled part 2 because part 1 was a short. So if y'all didn't go see part 1, y'all can watch it after this video. Y'all can pause it now, go watch it, and then come back. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you feel like. But if you don't want to watch part 1, because truthfully, I'm kind of recapping everything in this video from part 1, and I'm stalling. I hate stalling, so let's just jump into it. So basically, we got a death battle between Ozai and Iroh, and basically with all my death battles, we go over powers, abilities, and scenarios, but both of them are technically firebenders, and firebenders in the Avatar universe are people that can bend fire, manipulate fire. That's basically what the main thing you gotta know. The thing is this though, this is a one-sided ass whooping, and not only is it a one-sided ass whooping, I don't know why this is a debate. Like, let's just be for real here. So let's get over two things. Number one, both of them are firebenders, but they firebend differently, right? While Ozai is kind of like every other firebender in the entirety of the Avatar universe during, the Avatar The Last Airbender, show, except for like 2 people, or 3 if you want to count the Avatar. But like basically he uses his rage. Iroh, on the other hand, he doesn't use his rage. He kind of, after learning from the masters, which are technically drag, basically learned that, and also the first firebenders, he learned that firebending with rage is the wrong way to do it. And also he was able to, firebend, I would say, a bit more efficiently. I don't really know how to explain it, but basically he doesn't firebend using his rage. On top of that, he also incorporates all of the elements into his firebending, similar to the way Zuko did it in the final Agni Kai. But the thing is this though, Iroh also can lightning bend. He can generate and also redirect lightning. And on top of that, he's part of the White Lotus, and he's also a badass motherfucker. And plus, on top of that, we're bringing this scenario in. On top of Sozin's comment, it makes it a lot harder for people to deal with him. Ozai, on the other hand, basically his fire is channeled by rage. He can lightning bend, but he can only generate, not redirect. And on top of that, I ain't gonna lie, he losing this fight. Like, let's just be for real here. I don't and here's the thing. I know some people are talking about, technically, since Ozai's the Fire Lord, and Iroh technically said in the one episode that, even if I beat my brother, and I don't know if I could. All right, real quick. Okay, let me turn off the TV so I don't get no copyright claims. Anyway, first things first, Ozai was technically the Phoenix King, but that shit was short-lived, so we don't give a fuck about that, and I'm not counting it for this death battle. Plus, he only firebend on Sozin's comment. He only lightning bend on Sozin's comment and the day of Black Sun, which is technically the solar eclipse. And also, Iroh broke out of prison by himself. No further anything else. No, what is it? I rest my case, my honor. You know what the fuck I mean. And I really feel like technically they just said that shit just to throw it in there. And I honestly think technically Iroh's the better firebender. Even if he didn't learn from the masters, he would be the better firebender. But you have to think about it like this. With multiple things, I feel like this is technically a shadow short. Not really a short, but like quick take. I don't really know off the top of my head. So basically what I'm getting at is that when Iroh was a part of the Fire Nation, and when I say a part of the Fire Nation, I mean he wasn't banished. When I mean is basically when he was a part of it, he was an army general, and plus he was next in line for the throne. Ending up, his son died, and he basically said, hey, I'm gonna mourn for a while, and basically that's how Ozai came into power. But my main thing when it comes to like this whole fight is that Iroh is able to use techniques from other bending arts, while Ozai is only going to be using fire bending techniques, right? So on top of that, if Iroh throws lightning at him, or if Ozai throws lightning at Iroh can just redirect it. And I'm just saying this right now, truthfully, this is how I really seen this going down. It's going to be basically similar to the way that Aang and Ozai fight. How Aang didn't really want to fight him, and then when the Avatar state came out, Ozai was a bitch. On top of that, he was also kind of scared because when he saw that Aang could redirect lightning, he was like, I'm finished. Basically, that was the case. So I feel like how it would go is that basically Iroh's gonna be like, I don't want to do this, brother, and Ozai's like, oh, but I want to. I feel like I've heard that line before, so please don't nobody sue me or copyright that shit for me, okay? Iroh's gonna want to fight. Ozai's gonna want to fight. Iroh's gonna back off. He's gonna be on the defensive side, and then Ozai's gonna be like, "Come on, brother, show me your true power. Show me the Dragon of the West," or some stupid mess like that. And then Iroh's gonna like, "You want the dragon? Okay, cool. You're gonna get the dragon." Next thing you know, Ozai is gonna be acting like the same. Is gonna be the same character, same motherfucker. That's when Aang decided to stop playing around and came out, the rock bubble in the Avatar state. Iroh is gonna be on the offensive. And Ozai is gonna be running like a bitch with a tail between his legs. Aang didn't want to kill him. Iroh will. I really think personally, and this is just me, it doesn't matter what the situation is. I feel like if it was an Agni Kai, a death battle, Sozin Kamen is involved, or just whatever situation, if Ozai and Iroh were to fight, Iroh would win this, mainly because, the advantages he has over his brother. And now, if we were to take this at a point to where if Iroh was in the Fire Nation, for say, and when I say he was in the Fire Nation, I mean he wasn't banished, so therefore he couldn't travel either way he traveled the world. But let's just say he didn't learn from the other bending arts. He was basically, I wouldn't really say secluded, but basically he was stuck in only fire bending ways, and he didn't. Well, when did he learn from the dragons? I don't really know how to explain it, but I feel like if they were younger and Iroh didn't learn from the other bending arts, I feel like personally he still would win, but it would come with a cost of possibly his own life. But at the same time, it's a 50-50 shot, right? Because either way, it could go any way. But basically, Iroh would win this from my standpoint, because, well, not really my standpoint, is actually, a lot of people think that. So if you an Ozai fanboy, I'm sorry, but your Phoenix King is gonna be a Phoenix bitch. So that's gonna be the end of this. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. Not really. And I'm gonna catch you on the next one. We out.